Good morning, family. Felt like representing my Eagles this morning. How many Eagles fans I got out there? Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles. Even though they didn't win last night against the Jets. Last game of preseason. It's all good. It's cool. Anywho, it is a beautiful morning. Nice and breezy. Looks like we're going to have a little rain, but I'm good. I'm good. Got my coffee. You see this big old cup of coffee? I gotta get it in where I can. But hey, I wanted to come on this morning and make a quick video about something that is very touching to me. And that is being able to let go of your past. A lot of people can't do that. And I had to learn the hard way to let go of the past. Now, I got into a relationship. Well, let me start from the beginning and make it as quick as possible. My wife and I married. My wife and I met in 2013. And we were, back and forth for a few months because I was in a situation and she still had, her past that she was dealing with. And eventually we wound up finally meeting each other towards the end of 2013. God had a plan and it worked out. So anywho, we made it official June 14th. I know it was very, very, very fast, but when you know, when you're feeling it, when you know that person is for you and that person is the one, capital THE, then you know. So anyway, we got together. Everything was cool and dandy. Now, the thing is, I had been such what they say, a thought. I had played so many mind games with women in the past that I felt pretty much like, all women were the same. I'm not going to put my whole heart into it. I'm just going to give you about that much, and I'm going to keep it moving. But it was something different about her. So as we got to know each other, we got into a relationship. Eventually we moved in together. Everything was good. Everything was fine and dandy when we were just dating. Then all of a sudden we get married the following year. And the following year we got married. And for some reason my insecurity kicks in. And then the past starts coming in. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. I didn't have these feelings when we first met. I was good. I'm not going to say, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to say that I was cocky, but then again, I was cocky. But I had the sense of pride in me that, nobody can step on my toes. Whoever I'm with is who I'm with. They can't be taken from me. And I'm thinking that it's because of how I thought. I didn't give my whole heart to people in the past. And with this particular woman, my wife, I gave my whole heart eventually. And it took a very, very short time to do that. I'm sorry. It's nothing like a good cup of coffee in the morning. So anywho, we had been married for almost a year. Insecurities started kicking in and it got bad. It got to the point that we almost separated. I'm not going to take it as far as saying divorce because divorce never came up, but separated did. And it took for that wake-up call from my wife to make me realize that I was about to lose out on a very good thing that God has placed in my life because of me not being able to let go of the past. Now, yeah, I did my share of, breaking hearts and having women thinking that I was actually true to them, and I wasn't. You know, I was just very good at what I did. I did a lot of dirt. You know, I did a lot of dirt. And I can't say that I regret it, because even by saying that, you did it. You know, a person did it. So when people say that they regret what they did, you really don't, because you did it. You know what I mean? Everybody knows right from wrong, especially when you're an adult. You're a very mature adult, so you know right from wrong. So I did what I did, and I had to, you know, realize that every woman wasn't the same, and I can't stay that way, especially being in a committed relationship with someone. So after getting to the point of near separation, it was a wake-up call. It was a huge wake-up call. It was such a wake-up call that I actually had to go to counseling to find out what was going on. Now, a lot of people will go to counseling, and counseling does help a lot of people. It helped a little bit, so it contributed to me being able to find within myself, what can I do different? How can I change the way I think without thinking my wife is going to do the same thing to me that other women have did to me, or what I've done to other women. Karma is strong. Karma is very, very strong. So I had to learn to let go of the past. And it took a while. It took a while, but I did it. I let go of the past eventually. When you're able to let go of your past, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's with, you know, a family member, whether it's with your job, you're able to move along in life a hell of a lot better without having that in your head and hindering you from your future self. You have to let go of the past. And God knows it took a very long time for me to actually be able to sit here, say that, and mean every word of it. Mean that statement wholeheartedly. You have to let go of your past, especially in relationships. This is someone who I knew I did not want to lose. It would have torn me down mentally, possibly physically. So I had to work on me in order to make us one again. And that's what I did. Now, I'm a Pisces by nature. And with Pisces, we're very emotional people. You know, I'm not going to say that we're super clingy, but we are clingy. You know, when we love, we love. When we're done, we're done. You know, it's just in us. That's how we are. But my message to you today, if you're holding on to anything in your past, I don't care what it is, let it go. Because if you don't, eventually that past will not only come back and haunt you, but it will hurt you. And you don't want to keep taking that in to your life over and over and over, and then it becomes like this repeated story. You know, you can't close that chapter of your book because you're constantly going back into the past. When you read a book, do you constantly go back to the first chapter when you're supposed to be on the 5th chapter? No. So you have to let it go. You have to let it go. You have to move on. You have to finish those chapters. So once that chapter is closed, leave it closed. It's as simple as that. Just leave it closed. It's not worth opening back up. Learn how to let go of your past, and your life will be a hell of a lot better. We are happier. We feel better. We know better. I am better. You have to become a better person for yourself and for others. On that note, y'all stay up and stay blessed. Have an awesome day. Have a cup of coffee. It's good for you. Don't let nobody tell you coffee's not good for you. Just don't overdo it. Coffee's good for you.